Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And another NBA season about to start. Shaq, we've talked about it. You can feel, an air of excitement that's a little different than in years past.
There's a number of talented teams all wanting that ring. I've said this before. Kenny has said it many times. It could be one of the best seasons we've seen in a while, including what Golden State did last year in winning the ring.
That was an incredible run. But some teams that looked unstoppable last year will start to show some cracks in their armor. But the other teams that didn't look like much on paper last year, beginning of the season, are now looking like they will surprise.
And that is it for now as we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports Group.
And a beautiful look at the fountains near Navy Pier on the shores of Lake Michigan. You can hear the roar here at the United Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. And the Bulls start out with the ball. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Duncan. Green is out there with Smith. Then it's Austin, and it's Iverson in at the two guard.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster.
1:27 left to play here in the first. Here's the dude, Duncan with the block. Green against Jordan. Green kicks to Duncan. Allen Iverson on the wing. Fires at the elbow. And he hits the jump shot. Iverson's got his first basket.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. It's rebounded by Austin.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Duncan. Johnson with the block. 6 to shoot, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Here's the dude. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. He kicks it to Jordan. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Iverson against Johnson. Iverson passes to Smith. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Jordan. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 70. And Tim Duncan closing in on 2 decades in the league. He talked about his continued love of the game. Well, Duncan breaking down his love for the game and what keeps him and going, not just playing, but still enjoying it at his age.
Man, it's phenomenal to see, because Tim Duncan doesn't usually get too introspective with us. Anybody that plays this game knows exactly what he's talking about. And at the level he's competing currently, I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon, that's for sure.
Smith. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
Taking a look at the 76ers, Austin is out there with Iverson. Then it's Smith. Then there's Duncan. And it's Green in at the small forward. Now here's Iverson. Puts it up from 17. No good from Duncan.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And stolen by Iverson. There's the pass to Austin. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. To the inside. Here's Smith. That's good. Smith's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Feeds it to Jordan. Johnson for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Now here's Austin. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shoots from the elbow, and that one's good.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Outside Jordan. Over to the wing. Skinny. Misses the wing J. And so we conclude the first half. 76ers ahead. They lead by 6. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
One strong area has been their work on the boards. And you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there. It often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, they need to be more aggressive. They got to take the ball inside. See, scoring inside the NBA is like running in football. You're taking control of the game physically. Sure, you need good perimeter play and spacing on the floor, but hey, you got to get it into the big man, Ernie.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Magician.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Johnson is out there with Skinny. And it's Michael Jordan, and it's the dude, and it's the monster in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. So it's Chicago now, after the miss from Tim Duncan. Great open look there. Skinny's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Chicago. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Austin. 5 on the clock. No good from Duncan.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Passes it to Skinny. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Skinny's got 5 now. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Duncan, a screen. Iverson kicks to Duncan, and it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the third. For Chicago, they won their last contest, that game against the Rockets in Houston. Here's the screen. Johnson, a wide open look. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The 76ers leading. Top of the key, Duncan. Pass to Austin. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The drive by Iverson. Shoots from the baseline, and the jumper is good. Iverson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Jordan. Shot on the wing. No good off the back of the rim. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. 76ers lead by 3. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Charlotte. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Duncan out there with Smith. And it's Green, then it's Iverson, and it's Austin in at the 1 spot. That's good. The Dudes got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He's going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, "We're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win." Guys?
And a wide open look for Jordan. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And for the 76ers, they're shooting well. 50% from the floor. Over in the corner, Green. He dishes it to Duncan. Smith trying to break loose. Duncan with the bucket.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. Skinny the pass to the monster. Took him no time at all on that one.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Austin dishes to Iverson. Here's the Dude. Iverson covering. Inside. Here's Jordan. Yes!
Well, Jordan has been fantastic.
50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The drive by Iverson. Off on the layup. And Chicago has possession. The monster passes to the Dude. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Pass to Skinny. On the wing, Johnson. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Back to Jordan. Tries again. Rebound by Smith.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult. Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Five seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall. Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw a good one.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan player of the game?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just